Kelly Gentry here from Kearney High School. Kearney wins the district semifinal game over Van Horn 67-20, joined by senior center, offensive captain, and quarterback of the offensive line, Travis Jarrett. And Travis, the first question I had for you, you guys racked up 225 yards rushing in the first half of this ball game. Just a dominant performance by the O-line. Talk to us a little bit about the O-line performance tonight in this game.
Well, it's kind of been a theme throughout the season. We kind of came in here like we're 50-50, like 50 pass, 50 run. And then kind of after Park Hill, when we realized maybe they have really athletic people, we can't pass a lot. It's kind of where we found out that mainly we are mainly a run team. And even at the O-line, we complain about it all the time because it sucks. You know, we take the hit every play, especially when we just run it the whole time. But if it's for the team win, it's really good. But no, the first half, I was like, maybe we should pass a little bit more because we're down the field. And then, they started talking and hitting people after the play. So I'm like, how about instead of talking back, we hit back with our pads and, score on them and then send them home because we get to play next week.
That's right. I like that. Well, Coach Minnick talked to being the center on the offensive line. You're sort of the quarterback of the offensive line, and I think we understand that. But one thing that he said is that at the center position, you have to be able to be tough enough to take a controlled butt whipping. What does that mean from the center position on the offensive line?
I'm glad he used a nice select choice of words for you, but majority of the time it's like, because for me, since I'm short, I got short arms, I don't have a lot of space from the ball and like the neutral zone to the next D lineman. So sometimes when it's like, for example, Green Valley, their D tackle, number 52, he was really good and he was a lot taller than me. So it was kind of like walking into that game after the first play, kind of punched me in the mouth, and I was like, all right, I know my job in this game. As long as I take him out of the play, no question about it, we can get the team win. And it sucks a lot, but as long as we keep winning and keep winning playoffs, I'm okay with doing it.
I like that. Well, you had an older brother that played here for Kearney High School and had a really successful career on the defensive line.
Yeah.
Has he given you any pointers or tips here on the playing in the trenches?
Not really. It's mainly just like when I come, like, man, like my back or my foot hurts. He just, he's like, stop crying about it. Because he went through worse. Because after season he had all of his problems, and then when he went to college, he just continued. So he just told me, you won't go through what I went through. So just play your hardest every snap. Because he said after his senior year, it was sad because he wasn't guaranteed another snap with any of his friends ever again. So I kind of took that to heart, and that's kind of how I play with all my friends out here.
Well, that's a great segue. One thing I wanted to ask you about, Kearney has a tradition for seniors to speak at Mojo night. Every year, it's a 20-year tradition, I understand. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about Mojo night and anything special that came out of that conversation with the rest of the team.
I think, for me, Mojo night, being the senior this year and not like watching all the seniors go up, it was really weird. And I wrote a speech for it, but then as I watched everyone else talk, I'm like, it's kind of like, to me, it's like reigniting a fire in a team that it's been reigniting like a fire in the team that, because we've gone through ups and downs this season. We've gone through injuries, personal stuff within the team. But in the end, Mojo Night's kind of a time where we get together and the seniors get to talk about their experience and stuff. And even though it's really emotional and sad for a lot of us, it really is a good thing that I'm glad that we do. Because, again, you talk to all the underclassmen and you at least hope they take your advice for it.
Yeah, I like that. Well, you get to play another Friday, so Kearney advances to the district championship game next Friday night here from Kearney High School. They'll be taking on the Savannah Savages right here from Kearney High School. Kelly Gentry here from Kearney High School as they defeat Van Horn 67-20.